Okay, let's see the calibre of pops in Scotland then. Black Panther, two Rays, a War Machine, Captain America. So what? 6. Nice. Alright, how's it going? Kind of wanted to do this kind of video. I go through a lot of my... I don't know if you guys do the same, but I reread a lot of stuff. Kind of like make it, not like make an event out of it, but you know what I mean. Like I'll purposefully pull a heap of books and make a point of going through them, you know, once a year or something like that. I'm going to be starting kind of a major Batman reread again soon. So I'm actually going to be making some videos on my entire Batman collection. So, oh shit. Hello, we're still here. So yeah, I just wanted to start off professional. I just wanted to start off by going through these. I've got the first 5 of these. These are the Batman Chronicles. I don't know how far they went, but I picked up the first 3 and then was given 4 and 5 as a gift, and that was as far as I ever got. But it's Batman like chronologically, if you see what I mean. So number 1, this one, is Batman 27 onward. I think it's up to Detective 27 up to Detective 38, and then it's Batman number 1. I think 27, 28. Yeah, so yeah, it goes up to the first appearance of Robin, and then Batman number 1, so first Joker and first Catwoman, I think. So yeah, I've got the first 5 of these. I'll just show the covers for them because I don't know if these are something. I think they're out of print, so they're probably going to start being difficult to get. I think they did a Flash one, and I assume they did a Superman one. But yeah, like, so I think they even start putting the world's finest books into here. So, you know what I mean? This was going to take forever. And you get, what, 10 issues or something? You know, as much as 10 issues. World's Finest, yeah, World's Finest's in here. But yeah, you get all the covers and stuff. So there's 50, excuse me, 57. But yeah, there's some great stuff in these. It was kind of what I was wanting to show you. I've been flicking through that first one this morning. I just wanted to show you a few things. I love the very first Detective Comics 27. Very first page. I love it. Brucey just smoking his pipe there. Look at his suit, it's fantastic. He's like, well, Commissioner, anything exciting happening? And the Commissioner's like, no, not really. Oh wait, hang on, there's a guy dressed up as a bat who's running around solving crime. How did that slip my mind? So straight away, after good stuff, that's Bruce's motor there. That's like the Batmobile. Like, that's the original one that Batman drives around in. See if I can see Batman in it. But they just call it his high-powered sports car or whatever. But in this, I know there's the whole thing about the purple gloves, but they're kind of like a light blue in this. I don't know if that's been changed. Because I know in Zero Year, that's what the Scott Snyder story, that's what that's referencing, the purple gloves that Batman wears. But yeah, these early stories are just, there's some really crazy stuff. I mean, I love this, Detective Comics 28. It's not even Batman. It's like just whatever, you know, the other stories that were there before. The Batman's mentioned up at the top, but they're just carrying on with their, you know, Batman's not necessarily a big deal. He's just another story in the book. But there's a great one I wanted to show you. He like shoots a rifle and stuff and kills people. But there's some great kind of artwork that gives you the Dark Knight, if you see what I mean. Straight away. There's some iconic kind of Bob Kane art. Yeah, like that, for example. That's amazing. It's a really great one. I can't remember what. I think that's what the bookmark is. Yeah. So like, Detective Comics 37. That's the cover there. They'd already started running out of ideas because this scene here, the way they started this story is Batman loses his way. He's lost. So he goes to knock on the door of this house to ask for directions. And he hears a scream, so he goes in. But it's like, Jesus, man, that's not even 10 books in. Or it might even be exactly 10 books in. Yeah, 10 stories in, and they're already resorting to Batman's lost. But check that for the Batmobile. How awesome is that? Amazing. I want to find this one where he breaks the guy's neck. And he throws folk off of buildings and stuff like that. Look at this as well. This is like iconic Batman. Look at that, the shadow on the stairs as he's walking up. All of this stuff. You know what I mean? People say like early Batman, or especially like 60s Batman, was like super campy and everything. But it's still come from this kind of really... I mean, even though it's all, you know, fairly light-hearted, there's still some fantastic artwork, and it's still, you know, the grim and gritty Batman that he's always been. It's number 38, first appearance of Robin. I think I've missed this neck-breaking scene. But yeah, I mean, here we go. Like, here's the first. Oh, that's the retelling of his origin. First appearance of the Joker. That's great. That's great. The Joker is horrible. So he's based, yeah, he's like based on a film. I think it's called The Man Who Laughed. If you type that in to Google or whatever and look at the photo of the dude, I can't remember what his name is. It's like Veet, somebody like something like that. Yeah, I always thought this was weird. He's back after seeing the Batmobile. There, he's back in the red one for this. So Batman #1's 4 stories, and the Joker is in the first one and the last one. That's iconic. Joker. Scene. Joker scene? Yeah, you know what I mean. That's great. The Batman appears every month in Detective Comics. So anyway, yeah, this is kind of Batman Chronicles. I guess they're interesting. It's just interesting to get a... oh, there's the Catwoman there. Just interesting to get a full colour original stories. Her name's just the Cat at this point. And she is sassy. Just awesome stuff. Anyway guys, that's kind of it for some Batman. I'm not sure what else is going on this week, but we'll have a look, and it'll probably come up now, so sweet. Alright guys, how's it going? We're about 4 miles from my house. Just wanted to show you this place. Hopefully that comes out, it's super bright. But there's a wee church here. I don't think it's like in use anymore, but it's still open and stuff, you can go in. But I'm not going to go in. I have no right to step foot in there. I'm not a religious man. As most of you guys know, the dance floor is my church, so I won't be going in here. But I did want to show you around because It's pretty fancy around here. Hopefully there's nobody. Kicking about. We'll go down by the river. Okay, I was gonna get set up and show you some stuff down here. Here's the river. But there's some sheepies kind of just milling around and they've got horns on them. I'm not too keen on getting gored. They're actually moving away, so I might be alright. It's all good. But yeah, it was frosty this morning and it's turned out like this, so possibly the last good day of the year. So, looks like somebody's had a fire. It's not a bad little spot for camping actually. But yeah, I can hear a cricket somewhere. I just wanted to... Oh, flip. I'll see if I can do this while the camera's still going. I sometimes come places like this. I used to do it a lot when I lived with my folks, just to get out of the house and stuff. I don't do it so much now that I have my own place. But I'd take my... Got a couple of books I made. This is the Death of the Family, Death in the Family. Is that focusing? I've got the singles of these, but for this kind of purposes, absolutely need a trade, just so I can chuck it in my bag without the issues getting mangled. But yeah, that's that one. And I also took Death of the Family. This should be the next Batman movie. I don't know what they're playing at. This was fantastic. Court of Owls in the second one, whatever it was, the two Owls storylines. I could take or leave, but this, honestly, this is some of Snyder's best work. Black Mirror is great, but I think this tops it. This is absolutely unbelievable. I love it. I love this. And yeah, a classic and a modern classic, I guess. I guess they're both modern classics, but that can be a classic in comics because they're not that old, are they? But yeah, that was all I really wanted to show you guys. The sheep aren't very brave, they've gone now. Yeah guys, so I've just been having a little walk around in the woods before going back on the bike. And I don't know if you can see this, but that's haunted, 100%. That shit's haunted. Yeah, but over here, look. Oh. Christ, it's hard walking around in all this gear. I might start keeping my bike here because this is better condition than my shed. But yeah. Any archaeologists out there, tell me what's going on with this. It's maybe not as old as it would appear because it's definitely been pointed at one point all down at the bottom there. But yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to go home. Okay guys. I'm away to head home. Don't know if you can see the church behind me. Hopefully you can. Thanks very much guys. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And welcome autumn, I guess. That's frost. There's no disputing that. What do you think, Finn? Yeah, it's cold, isn't it, bud?